Very good afternoon, ma'am.
Very good afternoon.
How are you doing?
Doing great. Everything going great. But uh, again, Skype glitch. You just turn off your camera and turn it on once again.
Now it's okay, ma'am.
Yeah, it's okay. Good to see you.
Okay. So we are meeting very first time. Could you introduce me, please?
Yes, of course. I would like to introduce myself. You are familiar with my name. I'm Kavaljit Kaur. And so far as my professional front is concerned, I work in the arena of education. Albeit I'm not directly into teaching, I'm on some administrative post at the moment, but I have been teaching for so many years. And currently, as you are aware of it, that I am working on to hone my communication skills. So I'm working on my language these days. And besides this, I have two beautiful pets, and I used to spend my time with my pets.
Okay, okay. So great to know that. Uh, very first, I would like to introduce myself.
Yes, I would like to know about
Yeah,
you.
of course, this is Bishan Rana. I hail from Uttarakhand. Regarding my professions, I am a government teacher, LT English. I teach my English subject up to class 10th standard students. As far as my qualifications concerned, I am postgraduate. I am English. When it comes to family background, my family consists of like 10 members, joint family, and I have two kids. I was born and brought up at Prola block in Uttarkasi district. So apart from my like this, I'm also YouTuber. I run my YouTube channel, which is based on English video conversations. So that's all out of me, madam. Thank you.
Good to know about you. So you did your master's in English and you are an English teacher.
Yeah,
So
of course,
that
ma'am.
way it's a great opportunity to talk to, I must say you are that way a mentor for everybody whosoever could be talking to you, getting the opportunity to talk to you. And I always love to have sessions with the teachers because that way I resonate myself with the person on the other end as well.
Yeah, of course, ma'am. Of course, of course.
Yeah, good,
Most
good.
welcome.
And you live in a joint family. What is your take on living in joint family?
Pardon, please, ma'am.
What is your take on living in a joint family as compared to nuclear family? Because you are living in a family of 10 members. How do you
Yeah,
feel?
yeah, of course. I feel much better because very first, let me introduce. You know very well. I belong to Uttarakhand state, like a state, which is like hilly state, and I'm just staying in hilly village. And who is also like government teachers. He teach up to class fifth standard students at in Kumaon division, Uttarakhand. Yeah, I feel much better because I have joint family like my father, mother, and my spouse, my two kids, and my brother, and my sister-in-law, and my brother has one daughter and son. So I feel much better because have like joint family. Then we help each other. Means we just get cooperations to each other. Whenever we get stuck in any kind of problem, then our elders help me also. So I feel much better in my joint family, man.
Yeah. So there is no denial that the people who had been living or are still living and have gotten the privilege to live in the joint families, they're always benefited as compared to the people who live in nuclear families. In some of the cases, people are not left with any other choice. Like, I don't know. I would like to know that whether you live in a rural area or it is an urban area. But otherwise, in the cities, the scenario is like the people when they children they get educated, they get good jobs, and if they are not living in some you can say big city, and for the sake of the jobs or the good jobs, they have to migrate to the big cities, bigger cities, metropolitan cities. So in spite of either they wish it or they don't wish it, they are left with the choice, only choice to live in the form of nuclear families. And nuclear families, though they have their own pros and cons, but as compared to living in a joint family, there is no comparison,
Yeah, of course, ma'am.
because you get care from all everybody around you. And I think that makes your bonds stronger as compared to the people who are living in nuclear families. And moreover, whatever we used to say, what goes around that comes around. When your children see you taking care of your elders, your parents, or any uncle and aunt in the families, so they inculcate those instincts inside them. So they also become good human beings.
Yeah, certainly, ma'am. Certainly, it happens.
Yeah. This is a good thing. So, anything besides this, like, of course, you are a teacher, and I guess that the quality time of the day is consumed by your profession. And once you are back, then you have your responsibilities not toward your wife and your children, with the members of the extended family as well. Then, how do you spare time to work on your communication skills?
Yeah, you are confused, ma'am, because uh, in Uttarakhand state, mostly basically I belong to Uttarkasi district in Uttarakhand, and I am teaching Tiri district. So I live alone there. My family stay approximately 160 kilometer far from here, from my working place. I
So,
live
you live
alone
alone?
there.
You live alone?
Yeah, of course, of course, of course. Yeah,
So
yeah.
that way, then you are a free bird.
Yeah, why not? Why not? So, although I'm busy, my life is very hectic in my school time. But whenever my school goes off, and thereafter I go to my class every single day. And Sunday time I also take 2 and 3 sessions. So I'm really free there, like after my teaching. But family is not there. Yeah.
And when do you meet your family members? Like after a gap of how many days you see them?
Uh, I moved to my hometown like within 25 and 24 days. After 20 days, whenever our holiday falls in our school, then I move to my hometown for 2 and 3 days.
Otherwise, it's not possible to move back to your native place on Saturdays and come back on Mondays. Can't we
No,
manage that
no,
way?
no, because it's very far, 160 kilometer far. It takes around 6 and 7 hours to reach my hometown, because not is in a proper way, like bumpy and zigzag kind of roads and muddy kinds of road. So it takes time to reach my hometown. So that's why I moved to my hometown within 25 days.
That way, your life is, I can say, is going very hard. You are very hardworking, not only passionate, very hardworking as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Then how do you manage your household stuff? Or everything
Yeah,
is being looked after by your extended family and your wife alone?
yeah, of course. You know, many people ask me whenever I take a session, so how do you manage? Actually, madam, the main reason behind that, uh, after having completed my intermediate, I moved to Dehradun, which is capital of Uttarakhand. I used to get study in my college time in Dehradun. So that time I used to live alone very first. Thereafter, I got my partner. So that time, as well as my lots of work, like sweeping and mopping, doing the dishes. and like washing my clothes. So now really I'm habitual because I passed around 6 and 7 years in Dehradun when I used to study, because that time I was very swamped for my competitive exam. It was my dream to become a teacher. So I did very hard work that time. But now when my dream fulfilled, I became a teacher. But even then, I'm also learning this language because I belong to Hindi medium school. But now I feel that what the atmosphere of this language, so I just want to brush up and polish my language. But now I'm habitual, as well as just learning this language. I do all daily chore work like sweeping, mopping, and doing the dishes, all the things. So I feel much better, like as well as with my study and like my teaching also. Yeah.
Hmm. You are much younger. I mean, your wife never complains you or always never insists to stay with you at your place.
Actually, the main reason behind that, in my working place, there is no any kind of facility to just, because there is only one, I think one and two private school is there. So the resources is not proper there. That's why I'm just living at Prola block in Uttarkasi, and my home only 3 and 4 kilometer far from here, my hometown. So my father and my mom live in Blaze, so which is only 3 and 4 kilometer from my hometown. So my family, I have two kids, both are boys. So just they are staying at Prola block, Kashി district.
Give me some time to release my pet.
Yeah, of
Somebody
course.
has, uh, just a minute. Sorry.
No mention, ma'am, please.
When somebody rings the doorbell, they start creating noise. And if I leave my pet outside, then again they would keep on scratching and knocking at the door because it is a glass door and I'm visible through the door whenever I'm having sessions sitting over here at this very place. So
Yeah,
they create
yeah,
problems for me in both the cases. So anyhow, yes, just go ahead.
yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
So yeah, that's
Yes,
why I'm just staying here. I stay alone here, and my family is far from here. Yeah.
you might be in government job that way.
Pardon, please, ma'am.
You might be, I guess you are in government job.
Yeah, of course. As I mentioned, I am a government teacher. I teach up to class 10th student, ma'am.
Mm. Now your voice is clear. Before this, like when we started the conversation, so some of the conversation couldn't reach to me properly. I don't know what was the reason. Now it's properly clear. So I couldn't take a notice that you told me that you are a government teacher, because
Yeah,
if you are in the government job, only then you can go up to this much of pain, because it's very difficult to get the government job these days also.
yeah, yeah. Of course, day by day, the competition is like very difficult, I think. So most of people are just taking coaching also, doing very hard work for this, for different kind of professions.
Yeah, competition in every field, I feel it's getting tougher and tougher day by day. You
Yeah,
may
yeah,
say population is increasing, so that way number of human beings, eligible people, that is also increasing, and at the same time, there are not that much number of jobs left. Or government job has become almost negligible in many sectors. Even in the teaching profession, I don't like. Might be that the place you are living in at the moment in your state, might be the government is having still good policies, and they keep on advertising the post in the schools or the colleges. But state I'm living in, I live in Punjab, so
yeah.
there
Of
is
course.
no much scope. Most of the institutions, these are either private institutions or private and government funded, you can say. but there is no much scope left for the newcomers
Yeah, yeah,
on
of
on the
course.
permanent jobs to get the permanent jobs. So scenario that way, I must say, in totality, in the arena of education, for the educationist, is not that good now. Either
Yeah, yeah,
if they get the jobs, they are given the meager salaries. They are exploited by the managements. So it's real. I feel sometimes it is insult to the education because to get a job in a school or college, you minimum you have to come up to the level of post graduation. And after doing post graduation, if you are to go come for teaching, I think you might have also done B.Ed because B.Ed is important for education for to get jobs in schools. Similar is a similar kind of scenario is there if you want to come work in the colleges or the universities. There are national level competitive exams. You are supposed to get through those exams, and people go for the doctorate degree as well. But in spite of spending so many years of their life, quality years of their life, and so much of, you can say, financial investment and mental investment is done by the candidate. But after they are done with it, they don't get the jobs or they get the jobs with the meager salaries. So that is a painful status of, you can say, state of affairs so far education is concerned.
yeah, yeah. Why not? Why not?
Hmm. Yes.
Ma'am,
So,
I think you are also YouTuber. So, how long have you been working on it, ma'am?
it's now more than a year. But you can say I started last year in October and or November, and now it's December. So it's been more than a year. And initially, it was not a kind of intention that I wanted to become a YouTuber. Someday, accidentally, I just stumbled upon one of the videos. And even before that, I was not a kind of person who used to scroll down on YouTube as well. No, I don't know. Might be I was looking for some recipe for my son because my son is very foodie. So I was just scrolling down for some recipe and I came across such this kind of video where I noticed that people converse on this platform to work on their communication skills. So that way, my first video on YouTube was also my conversation on Clippingo platform with some professional. So I started my journey that way. So then I took some of the sessions on different platforms, but now I am working as a freelancer. I walk to the way I want. I sometimes make my own shots. Sometimes I talk to the people like you, which I love to talk to, and whenever possible. Because again, I am very busy. I'm professional, but in your case, you have enough time because you live alone. I live in a family, and being the lady of the house, also you have some other social responsibility as well, uh, uh, which you share more than as compared to your husband. So, but whenever I'm getting chance, like for this session, which was planned at 12, that then I could sense that it is not possible for me to go for this session at 12. So then I requested you to just give me 10 minutes more. And
Yeah,
you don't have the idea how could I manage everything. And
yeah,
still I'm sitting before you in a very raw form.
yeah, yeah. It happens. It happens, ma'am.
Yeah. Yes.
So,
So you
madam, yeah,
yes,
would you tell me something about your family background?
family background. In my family, I have two grown up children, and my husband is the doctor. My children are pursuing their degrees in medicine. You may say both are doctors, though
Okay.
both are studying, they are studying. And besides this, I have two beautiful pets because in my family, everybody is a pet lover. One is a bigger one, that is a golden retriever, and one is a very cute small puppy, which was just you might have seen in my hands in my lap. And
Yeah, yeah,
other than this, I have three old parents, which to whom I look after. So this way life goes on, but we enjoy performing our responsibilities, our duties, and taking care of the job and the family and the household. Because now children, they have become sort of independent. They have passed to that stage where I was supposed to make their meal in the morning, then to prepare their, lunch boxes, etc. That phase is over. So that way, you may say I have time to groom up myself. So, though my schedule remains very busy because my workplace is also, it takes about 1.5 hour daily or 2 hours to drive from one city to another because it is in another city. So that way, in a whole day, more than 3 hours are consumed on driving only. But in spite of it, I try to manage at least, if possible, one session a day or one session in 2 or 3 days sometimes.
Yeah, yeah,
So
of
this
course.
way it goes on.
Yeah, very nice, ma'am. You have beautiful family, and you have also a little one pet also. That's amazing.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
okay. Because we are working on our language. Because if somebody asks me in what way I'm working on my language or communication skills, I used to say that I'm taking it very lightly because it's a problem throughout or all over India because the people like us who have got their education from the government schools or government colleges or the not the government, I must not say, because in my case, my preliminary education has happened from the government school because my mom was a government school teacher. Any problem? Yeah, any problem?
Yeah, just 1 second, please. Please, 1 second, ma'am.
Sure.
1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, of course. My spouse was calling me. Today I'm at my home, so that's why my little kids and my like wife, are sitting on the roof.
Okay.
Okay.
Power turned off,
Yeah, yeah. Of course, of course.
so it's back. Yeah, I could guess it. I even while having this because I used to have my sessions on my mobile only, and I always try to remind myself that I have to put my phone on airplane mode. But today I forgot, and at the moment I may also get a call in between.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's a
Of course,
natural
of
kind
course.
of thing. Yes.
Yeah.
So anything else?
No, madam, it's okay. I'm very happy, really, and ecstatic to have a session with you. I got lots of knowledge because you are senior. You have lots of knowledge, ma'am. So that's why I thought that I will definitely have connected, ma'am. So that's why today I got a chance to have a session with you, madam. I'm really ecstatic.
Me too, because the moment everything got disturbed on the way, I was just talking to you that everybody used to ask, every second person during in this conversation used to ask when it comes to the language, that in what way we focus or I focus on my communication skill or on what module I lay emphasis more. Now, my question to you is goes the same way. Do you have or you do you just fulfill your lust or need to work on your communication skills by talking to strangers only, or sometimes you take the sessions from the professionals, or what else you do, or do you really do something besides having these sessions also to work on your language, because you are already a language trainer?
Yeah, yeah. Of course, madam. Yeah, when it comes to learning this language, mostly every single day I converse with lots of people, more than 4 and 5 people every single day, like audio call, also video call also. So really, uh, very first, every single day I do very lots of work, very hard work while learning this language. I use different kind of applications, like Hebrew application, Ace Fluency, CBF, And apart from this, sometimes I also record audio, because I have a smartphone. Sometimes when I get a chance, not usually, but sometimes I also record. Thereafter, I listens. And apart from this, I just take session mostly Sunday time, 2 and 3 sessions. And although I'm busy in my school time, I also get lots of knowledge from my schools whenever I just read my chapters and grammar also. So now I'm habitual. But yeah, I feel much better whenever I converse with lots of people. I just take session 3 and 4 session every Sunday whenever I get a chance. So really, I feel much better. Although as I mentioned, I belong to Hindi medium school. My college time, I studied English as a subject, not a language. But when my dream fulfilled, so now I feel that how can I brush up and polish my language. So such kind of things, techniques I'm just applying nowadays, ma'am. I do really hard work because I live alone here, and I converse through like audio call, as I mentioned, through like app also, and like such kind of sessions. So I just get very comfortable nowadays, because whenever I converse lots of people, so I feel much better nowadays, madam. Yeah.
Okay, my last question to you. Your students, do they know that you are a YouTuber and you are taking these sessions and you upload your sessions on YouTube?
Pardon, ma'am?
Your students, do they know that yet their teacher is a YouTuber and the teacher is taking sessions and uploading the videos on YouTube? Do they know it?
Yeah, why not? Why not? Although, madam, I'm not I'm what I can say, little bit YouTuber, because only it has been past 3.5 month having created my YouTube channel. All of a sudden, a thought crossed mind that if I run my YouTube channel, the first thing is that my student can also learn lots of things from my channel also.
Mm.
They, and apart from this, I can brush up and polish my language good and perfect way. So all suddenly, I created my YouTube channel, and nowadays I'm feeling much better whenever I converse lots of people like you and other people. So I get knowledge also, madam. I'm very extremely curious to learn different kind of things and knowledge also. Yeah. So nowadays I'm working it like.
Nice, nice. Because language is one thing, working on your communication skill is another thing. But when we converse with the people on the other side, we get to know different strategies, sometimes some tips, and we get motivation, encouragement. And besides that, we also get to know the ethnicity or the flora, fauna, and their customs, everything of
Why not?
that
Yeah.
area. Because otherwise, it's not possible for us to move around that way to
Yeah.
reach
Yeah. Yeah.
those places.
Yeah, of course. I also feel whenever I converse with lots of people, we just familiar like culture and ritual like that, and all the things about state also. Whenever I converse people, then I ask, tell me something about your state, like what's the famous kind of tourist places there, temple
Mm.
there. So I really get lots of knowledge also.
So, in some other session, we would like to talk about these things also. What is the you can say the most sought after food of your area, or any place worth visiting over there, or how do the people of your area they celebrate their rituals, their festivals, what kind of celebrate festivals are celebrated in your region. So if we get the chance to meet again, we will definitely talk about that stuff also.
Yeah, why not? Why not, madam? But let me tell you one more thing, that a couple of days ago, I uploaded two videos, part first and part second, which is based on our religious celebrations which occurred in our village.
Okay,
But yeah,
nice.
you told me about that. Really, we will discuss, ma'am.
And don't forget to mention your channel name after the conversation is over. Okay.
Okay, why not, madam? Madam, thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for giving me this
And,
opportunity, because I always feel that whenever anybody shows any interest to have a chit chat with me, it's a kind of opportunity for me to work on my language and to know about the person on the other side and also the ethnicity of that group. So that place. Thank you very much. Hope to see you
Yeah, yeah.
soon.
I'm also, madam. I'm very ecstatic and thrilled to have session with you. I got lot of information from you. Thank you for your very precious time, madam. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
let's catch up another day, madam. Thank you.
Sure, for sure. For sure. Thank you.
Take care. Bye bye. Bye bye, madam.
You too. Bye bye.
Okay, madam.